Prior to Restore, my life was marked by shame, guilt, and loneliness, which are my themes. I grew up in a loving Christian home with great parents, a really good relationship with my brother, but I felt that I always had to have my best foot forward and have this perfect image in order to be loved. And so because of that, I began to doubt God's perfect love for me and was through this cycle of loneliness. And in that period, I went through 10 years of self-harm behaviors to where I truly felt alone, that God wasn't there and a good and loving father towards me. And I felt like I couldn't get help from others, even though I had an abundant amount of help for me. So going through Restore, through that, I began to have a shift change in how I viewed the Lord and his love for me. I didn't view him as a distant God, but someone that was caring and loving for me and wasn't just angry and disappointed in me. And specifically Psalm 23:6 talks about God's love is never ending and is always there. And that was something I cling to and slowly began to realize that the love that God had for his people is the same for me and same for everyone, and that it is truly an intimate and relational kind of love, and not this angry God that is disappointed in me because I wasn't perfect or had these self-harm behaviors when he just wanted to love me. So going through Restore was really helpful with the people to walk alongside me. I began to let brothers and sisters in Christ point me to Christ, to see that he is good, rather than just hearing it but not truly accepting it into my heart. And one story specifically in Genesis is the story of Hagar, where she was fleeing Sarai and was just lonely and desperate for love. And she began to call out to God and say, "Where are you?" And he's like, "I'm right here. I've been here this whole time." And she calls him El Roi, the God that sees me. And so that was a passage that I clung to through Restore, and had specifically sweet ladies that just wrapped their arms around me and pointed me to that, to know that God is the one who sees me. Because of Restore and throughout going at the end of this process, I have this unexplainable peace, and just I don't have to hold myself to the identity of anxiety that I held myself to prior. I have a freedom in Christ, and I can come to him in those weakness moments, but he doesn't view me as weak. He just wants me to come to him with whatever I can offer to receive his love that is constant and never ending.